and goal. Winters and Barry, ground and pound. Gonna go with the toss, try to get that play to the outside. Great blocking from Boston to seal it as they look to air it out downfield. Brothers not gonna miss that one at his third. And it will be a walk-in touchdown to get Schmidt back rolling, though here's our other rookie in Bates. To get some pressure, Brothers picked up and it leaks out to Algier. Downfield, try to thread it, but it's picked off in the end zone. As they go with a play action, Newsome's gonna take it right back. As we go with a halfback screen, he's got a lane for the end zone. His game, as here comes Castaneda, he gets picked again. Weak side stretch instead. As ball bounces towards the end zone, he dives in. A telling victory for how this team expects the rest of their season to go. And that was the game we needed to see here late on to really start to give us that look that we needed. Dominant offense, dominant defense in a 38-7 win over the Saints. All aspects really played well. Passing game, for the most part, extremely good. There was one interception from Daniel Jones, and there was a little bit of worry that he suffered a big injury. Luckily, he is back today. Now, while our game very important, we currently hold top of our division, it is very close. Very, very close against the Falcons, who share the same record as us, though we swept them this season. So we hold that top spot. The Vikings can help us out massively today by picking up that dub, and if we get the dub as well, we'll be sitting pretty good heading into the last couple games. Now this one should be a little bit easier for us. They've only won 3 games this year. They have a tight quarterback race. Deshaun Watson as well as Will Levis, very similar overalls, though they're going to be starting Watson. At running back, they got Tyjae Spears, Jalen Warren, a pretty solid group. You could even toss in Isaiah Bright. Get to the receiver spot, it's not that well developed. Traylon Burks is their number 1 guy, with Rashid Shaheed having to step up because they are missing their number 2 in Cedric Christian. However, at tight end, they definitely have 2 solid options, Dallas Goedert and Tremaine McQueen. And then when you get to their offensive line, it is actually really good, despite them not having a great record. Their left side is the stronger side, though they've got some solid guys over on the right as well. Getting to the defensive line, it's not as good, highly lifted up by Jeffrey Simmons, and you got a couple of some mid-level veterans to round out that group. Get to the outside backers, you got Hawkins at 76, opposite side Tavai, more of an off-ball backer. Then actually at the off-ball spot, you've got some lower overall guys. So really when it comes to that second level, it's going to be Tavai. And as for their secondary, nothing all too special. They do have Emerson Jr., who's definitely the cornerstone of this DB group. Then you got a couple guys trying to help out. You have an aging Tyrann Mathieu, who's down to a 77. They honestly should probably be starting Shaq Culver. And then at strong, they got Amani Hooker, and yet another young player who probably should be seeing some starting time in Tommy Bronson. Overall, this is a team that looks very similar to the Saints, and I would hope that we could put the same kind of performance up that we did last game. Now let's get this one underway as Boswell has us booted off. We've got our guy back to return in Hunter. Not much of lead blocks, he'll get it up to about the 20, and that is where the offense will head out. Everything moved very smoothly last game, and we were able to trial some things. And hopefully, that gave this offense the confidence it needs to fully get going. As we pick up nearly the first down play 1, Chuba picks up about 9.5. Now, of course, this offense still missing one of their weapons on the outside, Tyreek Hill. He's been out for the net for the last, game and a half? But will continue to be out until about week 18, and at that point, we'll decide if we play him or not. And that even more emphasized by the fact that we've been a little bit more of a run-heavy team, and it's worked out pretty well for us, keeping pretty much all of our passes short, intermediate. As we go Thomas, he picks up the first and scampers out of bounds. For the most part, it's been a pretty simplistic offense, but it's getting back to that simplicity that has helped us recover from our early season woes. As Chuba Hubbard, he finds a little bit of space there, a lot more than what it looked like we were going to get. Ref says gain of 6, leaving 2nd and 4. Now we'll switch out the running backs. We're going to bring out Winters as well. Trying to get that power-speed combination to the outside. Good lead blocks, one-on-one with the safety, and we'll kind of go through Hooker a little bit. Extra yard tacked on for Barry. He wasn't quite able to open things up as much in some of the previous games. A lot of just those short, ticky-tacky kind of plays. As we try to see if maybe we could get Faust on the double move, put it up top, and it is easily tipped away by Jackson. We'll definitely try to reintroduce a little bit more of those deep passes. Not often, but occasionally, just to try to stretch out the defenses where we can. As we go with the halfback screen, Chuba bounces to the outside, will be a gain of 6. And that definitely goes off of the previous conversation, trying to spread out the defense. Screens will be involved, though 3rd and 4, it's Chuba having to stretch the intermediate play, and he will pick up the first down. Maybe a little bit of some home field advantage tacked onto that, but hey, I'll take it. As we come out with the same look spread, trips to the right-hand side, looking for a quick throw. Or we'll just have to step up, pick up a block. Jones lowered the shoulder. He gets down to the 1. Gain of 15. Don't want him taking big hits often, but occasionally it is fun. A little bit of a morale booster as we're an inch shy of the goal line. Goal line versus goal line. Barry is back again, giving us a lead early in this matchup. And with that lead and the morale boost, the momentum, see what our defense can do their first drive out as the Titans come out with a bunch to the right-hand side, looking to throw play 1. They find some space across the middle, and it's held onto by Moore. Last week against the Saints, defense made it very difficult for them to hold on to each and every path. That was kind of a big part of our victory as they go back to Moore. Two straight plays, he picks up 16 in total. But constantly being around the ball was a big part of the full game success of the defense last episode. Hope to see more of that as it's Castaneda picking up the sack right down the middle. Will end up going as a loss of 7, make it 3rd and 13. Of course, they look to throw, though, going with a screen, trying to get some blockers out in front for Spears. Newsome with a clean tackle, taking out the legs, and that is a stop by the defense. So far, it's been a perfect start here for us. Now, one thing to keep an eye at as we go throughout this game is the bottom scoreboard. Hopefully we see some good updates for us. Pretty much anyone in our division losing would be great. As we find Bateman on the rollout throw. Gets the toe taps towards the sideline. Gain of 16. We're up to the 32. Coming out with a heavy set to follow. Chuba to the weak side. Great stop from Rowe. Looked like Chuba just over-pursued or took too wide of an angle on that rush as we're going to come out with a empty set. Trying to get the screen to Murray. He's got speed, but unless our quarterback forgot where to throw the ball, I think he just forgot what side his guy was on. So 3rd and 10. Still looking to pass the ball as Murray gets a good step. Get it down the field out in front, and he's got the space. Can the speed carry into the end zone? The 98 speed Murray puts it on display as we double our lead. Jones wildly missed the play prior, but made up for it there as we are now up 14-0. Titans need to find an answer here as they look to run it on first down. Spears with some space down the middle. It's a first down, similarly to how they started their last drive. Though obviously, run versus pass. Either way, the net gain, very similar. As we're closing in towards the end of this quarter, it is Hodgins meeting him in the backfield. Spears shakes loose, though there is a flag down. And they'll end up calling holding on the play. So make it 1st and 20. It was still a TFL. We'll also let the end of the quarter arrive. All in all, very dominant start for us, but the Titans have only had the ball offensively for 6 plays. And they start this second quarter with that 1st and 20. Following the penalty, as they go downfield, they find their target in Burks. Newsome not able to jar it free. Though yet again, it was very tight coverage. So it just looks like the Titans team, they just got some better catch in traffic. Got to do a little bit better on our coverage as we bring the blitz, and we get back there just in time for the throw. We'll end up forcing a 3rd and short, in which they come out with 2 spread to the right-hand side, 1 to the left, pistol set, with Spears looking like he's going to get the stretch and over pursue, leaves it 1v1. Luckily, we get the tackle with Edwards. Spears definitely showing that he's not going to be an easy tackle today. He's making it difficult each and every time. 1st and 10. Watson not going to do the same. McCullough with the sack, loss of 4. He's really continued where he left off last season. A lot better play than his rookie year. Hopefully we see him continue to rise. As it's a throw to the outside, they find their tight end. 1st down to the 26. Where our defense has struggled against tight ends has been a lot of those outside cuts, just not getting in good positioning. As they go back to Spears, stacked up by Stockton. Though considering that Spears is already around 27 yards, he's having a lot more success than a lot of other running backs have had against us in recent games. Bring the blitz again here. Watson rolls downfield for Brothers, who nearly overran it. Luckily, he makes a good comeback play. And he's another guy, young guy, who's been performing really well. Was it last game, 2 games ago? It was a double pick day for him. 3rd and 9. A chance to get the field goal unit out here, though the tight end is wide open. He jumps over Newsome, and they are on the board. Make it 14-7 Titans answer. Of course, if that's the case, our offense needs to re-answer. Keep this game well in our control. As we start at the 25, Chuba Hubbard looking for a cutback and find a little bit of space. Gain of 5, though. Could have been more if he didn't get slowed down by his own teammate. But that kind of things happen. That's why you got 4 downs here. 2nd and 5, we got a tight single back set. A couple plays underneath, a couple going more downfield. As it will just be a scramble for Jones. He gets down, avoiding contact, though it was an awkward slide. Honestly, probably could rank it more as a dive, if anything. We're up to the 42, coming out with the ace formation. Trying to get Chuba down the middle. He had a bunch of space to the outside. He just didn't read it in time. We'll end up leaving it a short gain, one of our shortest gains of the day. 2nd and 8. As Bateman gonna go in motion. They fake the jet sweep. They go down the middle. Chuba with a heck of a juke. Slicks another one. Not going to get by the final 2, but a heck of a run. Gets us down to the 41. That's at least twice now today where Chuba looks just stuck, but makes something happen out of nothing. Coming out with a tighter single back set. A little bit of some play action for Daniel Jones, who rolls. He's going to try to get this to his receiver, Bateman, who can't bring it down. Jackson able to jar it free. But occasionally on these 1st downs, we got to try to make some shots downfield. They know that we like to run, so we got to change up the play calls sometimes. As Chuba will pick up another 5. Pretty consistent running today. And with that, we're going to let him head to the sideline, catch his breath as ball checks in 3rd and 5, getting a little bit more opportunity in the 3rd down back spots. As Jones looking to scramble again, he just dives down, picking up the 1st down. Since his early run close to the goal line, feel like he's taking things a little bit safer, trying to keep himself clean as well as the team's possession. As we go with a screen to ball, not going to get the stiff arm. Clean tackle loss of 2. Not too many losses for us as this game has moved along. We hit the 2-minute warning as we stay spread. See if we get some action downfield, as once again Jones is just going to pick up the easy yards here. He's already at 47 yards rushing. And while we're just looking to take the easy plays, nothing easier than that. As we come out spread wide here, Chuba Hubbard in, trying to get that halfback screen, though it is read quickly by Simmons. Another loss of 2. Sometimes those edge guys with quick reflexes, they make the play on that. Sometimes they don't, we get some big gains. We go Chuba Hubbard down the middle here from that spread look, make it 3rd and 3. He's averaging 6.4 yards a rush. And on a key 3rd down here as time is running out, we bring out Barry and Winters. Once again, Winters motions out, trying to get that stretch to the outside, get some blocks. Gonna need some power, but denied. Timeout called by the Titans. They want some time left as we bring out Ford to retake a 2-score lead here. It is Fulton to hold, snap back, kick is up, and we extend our lead to 10. Now we just need to make sure the defense closes this half out well. It's a heavy set for the Titans to start off with, looking to throw the ball. Here comes Bates. Back again, though they're going to split that with Owe. He didn't provide much pass rush earlier in the year, but he's definitely been developing that a lot. I think he's probably second in our running for Defensive Rookie of the Year, though our first just got slipped. McQueen, he's sprinting towards the end zone. Edwards to bump him out at the 9. A huge play there for the Titans. And it all comes down to just a sloppy bit of tackling there from Brothers. Normally, so sure tackled. That doesn't really make sense as that pass is thrown a little bit too far to the outside. Meant to say he's typically such a sure tackler. That fits a little bit more. Second and goal. They go back to the pass, to the outside. Brothers, a clean tackle that time. Forces a quick timeout, none remaining for the Titans for third and goal. A quick tackle in the field of play could lead to the end of the half, no points. As they go to the outside, and it is Sky Moore, drawing this to a field goal game as the half arrives. Now, what started as a game very much in our favor. Titans, they've started to take advantage of some little mistakes that we've had, mostly in our tackling form, drawn this game much closer than what it probably should be. 17-14 as we hit halftime. Now, as we look around the league, big game showing up here first, and the Falcons indeed are putting it to the Vikings. 21-7. The Vikings can come back in a major way. That would be major for us. If they win, we must win as well. Eagles doing pretty well here, trying to close out their regular season. 14-0 up on the Dolphins. And lastly, headed back down south, Buccaneers against the Giants. Giants helping us just extend that bottom part of our division as they are up 21-7. Now as we get focused back into our game, where we still hold that lead, it's the Titans. Starting off with possession, so we need a good defensive drive here, and we start with a quick stop. Tajay Spears needs a little bit of some help up as his shoulder appears to be in some discomfort. He's going to actually exit the game here. In the sake of competition, hopefully he ends up being okay and can bounce back. But for now, they're going to have to bring out Bright. Number 1 for their running back as they go to the halfback screen, going straight his way, and he will get 2 on the screen. Newsome with a click tackle. Now we just need to make sure we finish off this drive here. 3rd and 5 at the 30. Hard count from Watson, no one moves. They look to air out the ball. Down the middle, and they find their target. It's Burks yet again. They've attacked much more of the middle part of the field today, which is actually a change in their scheme. They have not attacked a lot of the middle. It's actually been one of their worst passing strategies this year, but against us it's working as Bright, he slips by the edge. Actually picks up a nice gain of 17. And it's those little mistakes that show there where we don't contain despite having guys out there that are really costing us in this one. Watson looking to throw again. He goes with a drag. He's going to find another first down, though. Taking a big hit is Shaheed. First catch for him today. And you could definitely feel momentum on the side of the Titans here as they're inside the red zone, coming out with an empty set. As we send the quick blitz, it's Castaneda for his 2nd sack today. The guard never even touched him. Really poor for their offensive lineman on that right-hand side, though supposed to be their weaker side. Works out pretty well then for us. 2nd and 18, back across the middle with a lot of these intermediate throws. They go back to Sky Moore. Again, earlier we talked about these other receivers needing to step up with their number 2 out today. They are doing so far. 3rd and 7, it's Burks all alone. Titans have taken their first lead of the game. Now, good news is our offense has moved very well today. We need to answer back, regain control of this one as it's buried down the middle. He's going to pick up about 11. 4 carries for him, 31 yards, and a touchdown. As we switch him out again, Chuba Hubbard out here with all the tight ends spread to the right-hand side. Trying to get those blocks to the outside, though. Clean tackle by Overshown. Now, where we have struggled with some of these open field tackles, Titans, they've done pretty well. It's been more of the congested sure tackles that they've had issues with. As Daniel Jones, he rolls, trying to find somewhere to go. Looking for the first down. He will find it. A little bit of some excess hit there from Culver. No call. Oh, I am very happy with the play of Daniel Jones today. Playing as a leader for sure. A little bit of some play action. Got our guy across the middle in Bateman, who holds on to it. He takes the hit, but that's a nice pass, finding the soft spot in the zone. And the offense will hurry up off of it. Switching the form. Strong side to the right-hand side, leaving Bateman lone to the left. A little bit of some play action as we've got fouls towards the back corner, and it was almost tipped to him. Couldn't squeeze it. But that was a nice play call there, trying to catch the defense off guard. 2nd and 10. We go back to Chuba, try to pick up that second block. Slip by another, slip by the third. Down inside the 15 goes Chuba. It's been a good day rushing for him. Offensive line opening up a lot of gaps as well. As around the 2-minute mark here in the third. Once again, some space down the middle for Chuba. Goes for a gain of 6. He needs about 11 more yards to get to 100 on the day, though he's headed to the sideline for a breather. As Winters and Barry come in, looking to get to the outside, pick up some blocks. Once again, it's the 1v1 at the corner that turns him a little bit more into a 1v4. Ends up being about a gain of 3 for number 33, leaving 3rd and 1. Keep the same look out against their goal line. Needs some space down the middle, and Barry is shy. But being this close down 4, field goal does not quite help us. We just need about a yard. Goal line versus goal line. As we go with the fullback, Winters stuffed down the middle. Dexter just ran straight through Carvey. Titans take over at the 4. As we send a quick blitz, they get a quick throw. Held on to, slips 2 tackles. McQueen having himself a pretty good game. Despite the success of most of that drive for our offense, feel like the momentum still sitting with the Titans, considering they got the turnover on downs, though that throw off the mark. 3rd and 4. A great opportunity here to get off the field. Bright still the running back. Spears has not returned to this game, though it's through the hands, almost picked by Hodgins. Once again, we catch ourselves a little bit lucky on that. The offense gets to head essentially right back out. Still a few seconds here left in the 3rd quarter. Probably enough time for one more play. As it's down the middle for Chuba, he will pick up 5. As the 4th quarter arrives, we need to retake our lead here. 21-17, we were shut out that quarter. Though we also only had possession once during that quarter, really. 1 play from our 2nd drive this half. As we go back to Chuba, make it 3rd and 2. And we'll stick with what we know has worked so far. Just need essentially the 36 here for the first down. As we go with the stretch, Chuba finds a cutback lane. A little too harsh of a cutback, but he picks up the first. At the end of the play, that's what mattered the most. Continuing this drive. Keep it with a heavy set, though, going to go with one of those deep options. See if someone breaks open. We got Faust to the outside. Not a clean throw. Good adjustment on it. Gets us down to the 5. Probably should have been a touchdown, but we got time. We're about 6.5 minutes here. Barry and Winters back out there. As we go with the toss to the left-hand side, Barry looked a little slow there. We might need to see a little bit more ball. Definitely need to make sure we're also getting some points. So if you're going to be slow off the snap, we're going to have to get someone else out there. Chuba Hubbard out on his screen pass. Follows some blocks. Slip through, though not entirely. Does, however, half the distance. 3rd and goal. Got to find our way into the end zone here. Murray with a zig to the left-hand side. That's where we go, and that's where we retake the lead. In the 4th quarter, we go up 24-21. Now we need our defense to get a stop here. Give our offense a chance to run some clock and put this game away. As they look to throw underneath, spinning by the first tackle attempt in cash. Burks yet again making a play. Watson is 16 of 20 throwing. He's been very accurate for him. Receivers have also made a lot of good plays. As he rolls, going back to his tight end, who steps out following a gain of 6. And where we need to find some adjustments here for our defense is the fact that a lot of our blitzes are not going to be working right now. The way they've got things lined up, the play calls, it's quickening almost every single play. So we've got to make sure when we do send those, we're doing it timely. 3rd and 6 after the quick stop. Watson looking to throw. He's got some options underneath. He's rolling. Great job again by McCullough. Kept contained, forces the throw away. And it will end up forcing a punt from the Titans, banking on their defense today. As we start with Ball. He's got space down the middle. He's got fresh legs as well, rushing through, not being able to keep those legs as he stumbles over the defenders. But it is a nice gain, taking us up to the 31. And of course, we are running clock here. Make sure we continue to get our blocks. Ball, once again, finding some space. It's about a gain of 20 up to the 49. This is where having 3 really good running backs definitely helps out. As we're under 3 minutes left here, Chuba back in with some more space to that left-hand side. He gets a stiff arm looking for a second, which he technically gets on Tyrann Mathieu. It's some strong running here. As we bring ourselves close to the 2-minute warning, we will have to snap the ball. And it will be to Barry, who finds some space to the left-hand side. Close to a first down, 2nd and 1 as a 2-minute warning does arrive. Titans still have their 3 timeouts. We are in field goal range, though that would not make things a touchdown game. So we need more than just the 3 as Barry extends the drive. Next timeout called by the Titans. They've got 2 left. Just sticking with base packages here. Nothing fancy, but a great stop from Goodwin. They've been able to make a couple quick stops right down the middle today. 2nd and 12. We got Ball back out there on the halfback screen. Not able to juke by. Last timeout called. It's 3rd and 12. Now at the minimum here, we need to make sure the clock is running. First down would be absolutely massive. We've got a couple different options. RPO. Though looks like Jones is going to make a change to the call. He didn't like it. Just checking it straight to a run as Chuba has space, puts the juke on. That is going to come down to the ref, but he gives us the first, and that is game. That was a massive rush by Chuba Hubbard on 3rd and 12. He picks up the first down. We let the clock drain off, and we pick up a very necessary win as the Falcons put up a great game against the Vikings. We keep ourselves in front of this division with a 24-21 close battle against the Tennessee Titans. And from this game, I want to highlight a couple players who probably didn't get as much recognition as they should have from it. One, Daniel Jones, really good game. Honestly, I would maybe even put him as the MVP of the game, because he handled things in the passing game. 159 yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, completed 73% of his throws, but he also got things done rushing as well. An extra 52 yards for him. Very clean game. Another guy on offense, Taylor Murray, only showed up for 2 plays. That combined, though, for 71 yards and 14 points on the board. Absolutely massive game for him, having to fill in for Tyreek Hill. And defensively, shout out for James Castaneda. He's turned up the pass rush the last few games. He got back there twice today, and he still does a fantastic job of stuffing the middle with the run, eating up the blocks, and letting our linebackers just simply go to work. And that all combined to finally get us over the 500 mark. 8-7. Obviously, the Falcons, we knew that they were going to win that game. They were well in charge from the very beginning against Minnesota. They stay 8-7, keeping this race very close. And for us, we're not going to have as easy of a finish. Our next opponent, they're the Cowboys. Madden loves the Cowboys, though they are 8-7 as well. And for them, this season, the rest of it is all about just wrecking things for other teams as they are out of their playoff hopes. The other team, also from Texas and also 8-7. Now they still have aspirations to try to squeeze into the playoffs. They have to win out. And they also need the Jaguars to lose at least one of those games as well. So they are fighting for playoffs. It's going to be a tough last couple games. And of course, we'll be keeping an eye at the bottom of the screen throughout these games to find out where the Falcons are. We have to at least match them. They lose, we could lose. They win, we must win. Though obviously we'd prefer them to lose and us just make things very simple the last game. Because if they lose week 17 and we win, we should lock things in, as we have swept them this year. So we're closing things out this regular season very, very close. Coming down to these last 2 games, and potentially a little bit of help around the league would do great. So do not miss it. Hit that bell icon on the bottom right, or scroll down, hit the sub button, and definitely tap that bell icon. That way you are notified of when these videos go live. This series every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have the state only, or currently states only challenge in Maryland and Pennsylvania going as well. That every Tuesday and Thursday. A lot of big games coming. Do not miss, and we will see you guys next time as we host the Cowboys.